We got to the station at 8 a.m. sharp, and Yo and I were given a quick tour of Fire Station 29. This is the biggest station in Kittitas County. It has more bedrooms, a bigger kitchen, and a bigger living room, and has more vehicle space. After our quick tour, we were taken to Fire Station 21 to get content of the firefighters' training. While we were outside, we were shown around the training facility and what it looks like inside the building.
We do all these certain things like going upstairs, it's so important because the stairs can break at any second, especially if there's a fire. So like 100% do all these little things like kicking in as you walk up, and 100% do all these little certain drills that we practice all the time. You can simulate like there's some light. So like we'll throw a ladder right here and like throw them over or something like that. So yeah, I mean there's all these little moves. Wow, little baby. Holy little spooky baby. Died like 100 times.
Oh my god.
While we waited for them to finish their lecture, we were given a tour of the station and shown what's in a fire truck and what everything is used for.
Communication is extremely important because you put this on the front door and you're blowing all the hot gases. It's positive pressure, so it's blowing it in the structure. So you need it. If you don't have an exhaust, then you're just feeding the fire, making it bigger, and you're going to kill everyone inside pretty much. So that's why it's important to, when you do set this up, to have an exhaust and have communication before you set this up. So it's basically just a fan. This is called a Halligan. So this is like what we normally use for like forcible entry. So this is like that tool, like this side that would shove in that door that I was showing you earlier.
Gotcha.
And then you're able to use this axe and you can hit it in and pry it open. So this is like our forcible entry. This goes out. There's just more tools to use for pretty much any situation you can think of that could require any of these tools. This generator is for like the lights, anything like that, so you just turn it on, just like that. Once they drive away, once they stop, I'll hook it up to the hydrant, turn it on, and that'll give us that supply water. So these are spreaders, so you can like, think of like putting in like, if there's somebody trapped inside, first you'll like create a little hole here, and then you can put the jaws of life in here and spread it open, get that victim out there. So there's the spreaders, and then there's also the cutters. You can kind of see them. It's the same thing, but it cuts. Cuts instead. And then the one in the back is this is the ram. So it basically just spreads like this. So you're able to do a multiple. You can do pretty much whatever you can think of.
In the middle of our fire truck lesson, they got an alert for their training, so they all got ready to head out.
There's a dead body. Am I hearing something? I don't know. Where does one go? Okay, I'm gonna head back to the kitchen then.
How do you turn this on? Okay. This is where they hang out in the evenings. This one's really small, but I feel like it's cozier. The other one is really big and spaced out, but it's not as cozy. Kind of like this one more. Anyways, I don't really know this place, so I can't really tell you, but are those moldy peaches?
Once training was done, we went on 2 calls, which was exciting because we went 60 miles an hour on University, which, if you know, is like 25 to 35 over the speed limit there, depending on what section you are on University. After that, we went back to Station 29 in the fire truck, which was super cool. We got lunch and went to class, and then was interrupted by another call. This ended up being a search and rescue, which was fun, going down 70 miles per hour on Canyon Road, but after a while it did make me dizzy since I was in the back of the ambulance. I actually learned a lot during that search and rescue. The sheriff's search and rescue team is actually built up of volunteers from our community in Kittitas County, and that is based in Cleveland, Washington. There was also a human remains dog who was in training, and before you ask, no, the person is not dead. They are in fact alive and well thanks to our search and rescue team and fire and rescue team. The dog just so happened to be there, and the trainer was teaching her how to find human remains by using ashes and bones. And yes, those are from a deceased person. On our way back to Ellensburg, Yo and I ended up taking a nap in the ambulance because we were just very exhausted. But as soon as we got back to the station, we got another call. Captain Carter also educated us on how to make a bow.
Properly do it. And this is how.
And I somehow couldn't focus the camera.
Anyway.
Once we got back, it was now close to like 5 p.m. and I was able to explore the station a little more on my own because we didn't have any more calls.
And these are bathrooms. No one is here currently. More bathrooms. Down this hall, this is where the students sleep. And this is Yo's room.
Hey guys.
On the way back from the search and rescue. Why are you just eating honey? So this is where they all hang out in the evening and watch a movie. Okay. This is their kitchen.
From what I recall, the dining table was actually made by one of the retired firemen, and at the bottom you can see is actually made out of an old ladder. We also watched a movie and then was interrupted by a structure fire call, which ended up just being a false alarm.
Advising will be for popcorn, no smoker.
Corn.
Was it in a dorm? I remember some kid burned some cheese in a dorm and it caused a fire alarm.
Yeah.
For dinner, they all eat together as a family, which is really sweet. Captain Carter made really good prime rib, and I still think about it today. There's a speaker over the bed, so when there's a call, you can hear what it is.
Station 29.
We had 2 calls during the night. When we got the call, the light in the room turns red, and you hear the dispatch, and it's kind of scary to wake up to. In the end, we survived, and this was a very exhausting but fun experience, and I'm thankful to have done it.